Honestly, it was a very terrifying experience. You know, these guys, when they threaten you, they don't bluff about it. They can do what they want and just get away with it. Because if they shoot me there, they could actually paint that I was a terrorist or I was a Yahoo boy trying to escape from justice. And that's why they did that. My name is Tobechiku. I'm from Abia State. Well, I work here in Lagos. I actually have a brand. That is daddythebrand.com.site, where I have my clothing brands there, my shirts and trousers and head warmers there. That's what I do. I sell that. And I'm also a part-time photographer. So on that day, that's the 25th of September, I had orders from the previous day, so I was up all night arranging the orders which I was supposed to ship that day on 25th. But I still had to go to Yaba to pick up some more items, which I had to do as around 10:30. That's when I booked the boat ride going to Yaba. So on our journey, the driver asked me if I would prefer a different route. And because I was behind time, I said, okay, whichever one will be faster. So he decided to take Oshodi. So I was asleep inside the car because I was tired from the previous time, my friend and I. Then he said, no, then we got to the canopy area. Then I woke up to call my tailor to let him know I'm coming to pick up these items, have them delivered. As I was about making a phone call, I noticed a guy walked from behind wearing just mufti. I thought it was like the regular hawkers there because around that side they're always hawking things there. So I tried to tell him no, I'm not interested in buying curtains or anything. But he kept knocking on the window there. I tried to like roll it down a little bit to tell him I'm not interested. Then he said, may I know your name? And I asked him why. I just said I'm not interested in buying anything. Why are you trying to know my name? Then he said, I'm from Federal SARS. May I know your name and where you're from? Just so the matter will escalate, I just decided to answer him. I told him my name, where I'm from, what I'm doing, and why I'm going to Yaba at that time. Then he said that I should open the door for him. And I asked him for his proof of ID to be sure he's actually a SARS officer, which he said he cannot show me. And I asked him, okay, for his name. He said that's not possible, that I can't know his name. Then I turned around to wake my friend up who was sleeping in the car to let him know what was happening. But by the time I turned around, I noticed the boat's driver, that is Mr. Adeleke, unlocked the doors for them to come in. Then as I looked to Mr. Adeleke and I asked him, why did you unlock the doors? He didn't answer me. I acted like as if he didn't hear what I said. So the guys forced their way in. There's one in front and one at the back that sat with us. When he got in the car, he told the driver to keep driving. That's towards Musalam Way. Then he said, we should give him our phones. He wants to check our phones. After going through our phones, he checked my business websites, checked my accounts, checked my text messages, my WhatsApp. And he started typing on my WhatsApp. He started searching for dollars, clients, picker, link. I don't know why he was searching for that, but he could not find anything. Then he called for his colleagues to come drag me out. Apparently, the video online is not even the start of where the whole thing happened. When they dragged me out of the car, I started crossing the scene, like trying to call for help, like because I wasn't sure if they were actually SARS or kidnappers. Then they noticed people started like paying attention and coming around. Then they decided to drag me back into the car, which is where the video started from. Then on getting into the car, they started hitting me, threatening me. That for all this I have done to them, I'm going to suffer today. Then as we started driving towards Sulere side. We got to this bridge. Right from the bridge there, you can see the National Theatre there, as I knew where. Then I saw my friend and one of the officers walking towards me. And while they were walking towards me, the two guys that sat behind me, sat with me at the back, said they're going to take me out of the car right now and put me inside the bus. That if I try to call out for help again, they're going to shoot me and throw my body down the bridge there and dispose my phone. And no one will know I even came with them, I even existed. So when my friend came with the other officer, after pleading with them, they said, okay, I should get down from the car. And while I was getting from the car, they put handcuffs on me and told me to get into their bus, which later chained my hand to the window side of the bus. They handcuffed my hand to the window side of the bus. Then we drove around for like 30 minutes before they finally said they are from SFU Division, Ikoyi, and they're going to take me to that station. And when I get there, I'm going to stay there till Monday and after that they're going to torture me and they're going to make me suffer for how I caused a scene and got everyone's attention there. So like driving around for 30 minutes, like 20, 30, after he said that, for like 20, 30 minutes, we just kept going around in circles. At some point I knew that this guy was not taking me to any station. So they now called the Uber guy, the boat's driver, to come and end the trip. When he came to the window side, the door side, after we parked beside the container. So when he ended the trip, but he did, like when you want to end the trip, on your phone you slide it and you see the trip has been ended. He just came and showed me a price, and that was 2.7. Like he didn't end it in front of me. Then I just paid him. I wanted to, because I didn't have enough. I wasn't sure I had enough money with me, so I said, okay, let me transfer to you. Then the SARS guy kept saying, no, don't transfer to him. Give him cash. Give him cash. I said, oh, like, why are you so bothered about me transferring money to the boat driver? Like, it's not having to do with you. After I checked my bag, I found out, okay, I had little change with me, so I gave him the money and I paid him off and he left. Then the one behind that sat with us at the back, he said, oh yeah, you guys are going to give us 1 million. And I asked him, 1 million for what? You are here to tell us our crime or show us ID, and you asked us for 1 million. That led to further threats from one that sat directly right in front of me. So I started talking to my friend. Then they started negotiating with my friend on how much we're going to pay them. My friend tried to negotiate it to 90,000 before we now finally agreed on 100,000. So my friend went to the ATM, withdrew 60 from my account and 40 from his own account, and gave us. Once we gave them the money, they just drove like a little distance and just dropped us, gave us our phones back and told us to go. While we were going home, I decided to call the boat driver, Mr. Delicate, to return the items I left in his car. This is what happened. He responded to my call and said, oh, he stays around my side. He's going to bring my items back around 6. Around 6, I started to call him because those are items I had to deliver to. I started to call him like, oh, are you still coming? I found that his number was not going. I told him it was network, so I left it to like the next morning. That's 26th of September, that's Saturday. Then I called him around 9 a.m. It was still not going. It was saying not available, this number can't be reached. I started to go across my house, like to my neighbor's side, to use his phone to call the guy. The number went. I then found out, okay, that's when this guy actually blocked my number. I was like, why are you blocking my number? Like, also a lot of things that happened, like, it just raised a lot of red flags. That's why I had to just involve my lawyers in this because it was getting out of hand.